stand and walk towards the bathroom, feeling Sloth's eyes on me. He's so inexperienced, but I can tell he wants to make up for lost time in that regard.
And welcome back to another episode of Sinsations. Last time I left you off right as we had an intimate moment with Sloth, or Dimitri, and we decided to go take a shower together. So let's go ahead and continue this scene. I don't know if it's still going to be spicy or not, but hopefully it will. So, oh, and my mouse button is probably still broken as hell.
After a moment of heating the shower, I call Sloth in.
Yeah, my mouse button is just so broken. I just have to use the mouse pad.
We dress ourselves in our underwear and t-shirts and head to his bed. Sloth is humming happily to himself as we both slide into his bed. He immediately scoots close to me and wraps his arms around me.
This has been a great day. We have a full day tomorrow before we fly back to Russia. Do you have any ideas?
Oh, honey, there's no way I'm going to
What
Russia with
like
you.
to do?
Oh, God. I have 6 other people to seduce. Or 5? 6? Yeah, because I'm one of them, so only 5 more.
Oh, your yawns are making me yawn. We could go do something relaxing. Maybe go to this hotel's aquarium or, I don't know, the zoo.
That sounds great. I love aquariums. The fish are so relaxing as they swim around. I wonder what it would be like to live underwater. Seems like a very stress-free environment.
Probably. People with joint damage do a lot of exercising in pools to lessen the impact of gravity. Fish probably never have any problems with their joints, if they even have joints.
That's a random funny thought.
Well, let's go to the aquarium tomorrow. We'll order some donuts for dinner and get up early. The Lotus Casino has a huge aquarium that's supposed to take hours to walk through. Sound good?
It sounds great.
Sloth leans over to me and kisses me. I can tell he's starting to feel comfortable around me, because he's not blushing over a kiss anymore. For some reason, a wave of exhaustion rolls over me. Sloth yawns. I yawn in response. We have a short lull in the conversation. We're soon sound asleep. I wake up, unsure of what time it is. It seems to be early morning from the position of the sun.
Oh, okay.
I check the Hell Watch. 8:39 a.m. We slept almost 14 hours. I guess being in proximity to Sloth can affect how sleepy you are.
I guess he just can tell that he's just like a human sundial.
I look over at Sloth, who's still sound asleep and snoring lightly. Even his snores are cute, and I didn't think that was possible. I stretch and yawn. I cuddle up to Sloth and gently try to wake him up. Dimitri, let's get up and go to the aquarium. Sloth continues sleeping. I cuddle next to him and stroke his hair. He murmurs something unintelligible, yawns and rolls over. I smile, watching Sloth comfortably snoozing. I start rubbing his back, trying to slowly wake him up. Dimitri, I ordered you some donuts. They're getting cold, though. At that, Dimitri bolts upright, yawning and rubbing sleep from his eyes.
Yes.
I was just joking, but now you're awake, so we can get ready to go.
Huh? There's no donuts?
We can get donuts, don't worry. Let's just get some to go, sound good?
Donuts. Yes.
I prop Sloth up and order the donuts. I return a few minutes after ordering to Sloth sleeping in an upright position. The sexual stuff from yesterday must have really worn him out. I shake Sloth a bit harder this time. Dimitri, it's time to get up.
I just want to sleep a little longer.
Maybe if we slide a finger in?
We can sleep early tonight. It's time to get up and get dressed and stuff.
Might wake
The
him up.
aquarium. I wave his arms for him, pantomiming excitement. Woohoo, I'm Dimitri. I love the aquarium. Helpless, I lay Sloth back down. This deadly sin definitely has drawbacks. Namely, that he's gonna sleep 70% of his life. The donuts arrive, and I go thank the delivery man and take them to Sloth's room. I wave the bag of donuts under his nose. I'm reminded of movies where people try to revive a comatose person with smelling salts. Sloth's eyes immediately snap open to the smell of fresh donuts. He lunges for the bag with an intensity I wasn't expecting, but I deftly pull the bag out of his reach.
Why? I want.
I take out one of the donut balls and give it to Sloth. He devours it instantly, and then looks at the bag suspiciously.
Do we have to drop a little donut ball as we go along to try to lead him to the aquarium?
If you go get dressed and showered, you can have the rest.
Fine.
With monumental exaggerated effort, Sloth rolls out of bed. He lands with a thump on the floor. He whines and pulls himself slowly across the floor to the bathroom. I can't help but laugh at his display of laziness. Sloth shuts the bathroom door, and I hear the shower immediately turn on. Like some sort of Pavlovian dog, my dick stiffens immediately as I remember yesterday. But this time, Sloth can shower alone. We'll have tonight for any further sexual encounters. After a few minutes, Sloth emerges from the bathroom. He's dressed in normal clothes, and he combed his hair. He looks uncertain about himself, and looks at me expectantly. What should I say?
I'm just curious what this does, but I'm assuming this tells you the correct answer. But here, I'll decide what my answer is beforehand, and then I'll augment with lust. I don't think it's possible to get any more attractive. You look great. You should comb your hair every day. The second one's sort of rude or something. I'll choose A, but let me just see. Oh, okay. I thought this had something to do with giving you a hint for the right answer to pick, but apparently not. What does this do, then? Maybe it makes it so that no matter which thing I choose, he's happy about it? I'm not sure. We'll see. Let's choose A.
Sloth blushes shyly and walks over to give me a hug.
Okay. I mean, why wouldn't I use it then, you know? If it just makes both answers good? I'm not sure what it does.
You're so sweet.
Oh.
Now, about the rest of those donuts.
Look at him. He's ready for his first day of high school.
I laugh and pull out a donut ball and feed it to Sloth, before handing him the rest of the bag. Sloth chomps down on the donut happily.
I didn't know this hotel had an aquarium. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's called Dewdrop Aquarium. They apparently have a few other exhibits too. It should be fun.
At least we don't have to walk very far. I get tired easily.
We could put you in a baby carriage and push you around, honey.
I know. If you get tired while we walk through it, I can just carry you.
Oh, really? Wouldn't you get tired?
Are you kidding? I have supernatural stamina. Huh, I'm so clever.
All right. I'll let you know if I get tired, and you can give me a ride.
I'd love to give you a ride, even if you aren't tired.
Maybe tonight. If we're not too tired, of course.
It's all up to you, of course. We exit Sloth's suite and head down the elevators. Once we're on the ground floor, we follow the signs leading us to Dewdrop Aquarium. The crowds are greatly lessened now, since the weekend is past, and it's still early morning. The casino seems strangely deserted, with a few die-hard gamblers smoking and vacantly staring at their machine or table game of choice. So, do you like gambling at all?
Not really. It seems kind of foolish to put money into something when you don't have the advantage.
That's practical. I like it.
Do you gamble?
I don't know. What would he like? Did he say it's not practical? I think he said it's not practical. I don't like it much.
That's because you have good sense, like me.
I've just never been really lucky. You have to be lucky to gamble.
Yeah, I think most people who can afford to gamble don't, and people who can't afford it do.
Probably. You don't have to gamble when you're rich, and when you're poor, it's fun to think about getting lucky and winning it big.
Sometimes people do win it big, and people think that can happen to them too.
You can win it big with me later, if you want.
Hey! Someone might hear us.
They might hear us later tonight.
What?
I'm just joking with you. Nobody heard anything. There's nobody around.
That's good. I'm still adjusting to being seen with someone.
I get it. I can stop joking around if you want.
No, I think it's fine. I just blush easily.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
Ha ha, very funny. We're here.
Oh my god,
We
does his
arrive
voice
at
crack?
Dewdrop Aquarium. The entrance opens directly into the exhibits. Detailed descriptions of moss, algae, and fish are listed by each tank.
The music in this place sounds a little bit louder than normal. Almost like Almost like it's just gonna be too loud in editing. See, this is all I think about when I'm recording.
A cheerful attendant greets us at the entrance.
Hi there. Need tickets for two?
Yes, please.
Great. Together or separate?
Before I can answer, Sloth butts in.
Together, please. You can put it on Dmitry Kanin's Litcoin International account.
Kanin?
Sloth looks shy but proud. Money matters obviously concern him a lot less than I.
Well, that's awesome, because I literally am still broke. All I have are the clothes on my backside.
The attendant taps on her keyboard for a few moments, then smiles and prints us 2 tickets. She hands them to Sloth, who tears one and hands it to me.
Have a great time. Be sure to say hi to the dolphins for me.
Thanks, will do. Inside the aquarium, we're immediately greeted by a variety of different sea creatures. The aquarium is designed so you can walk under most of it, to see the tanks of the creatures and fish within from multiple angles. It's an impressive setup. The pathway for walking through is designed to make visitors feel like they're part of the specific environments native to the species on display.
There's jellyfish over there.
Let's go take a look. We walk over to the jellyfish display, and a variety of different jellies are displayed. Jellyfish are odd-looking things, aren't they?
I like jellyfish. I imagine if I were a sea creature, I'd be a jellyfish.
Can you eat a jellyfish?
Is that so? Why do you think that?
Because they just sort of float around. They seem very relaxed. And when someone tries to touch them, they sting.
Do you sting if people get too close?
No, but sometimes I want to.
Fair. What sea creature would I be?
I'm not sure. Maybe a dolphin?
Are dolphins this horny?
A dolphin. I like dolphins. Why do you say that, though?
Why not a sperm whale?
Because dolphins like to have a lot of sex.
Oh, they do.
You perv. Why are you thinking such naughty thoughts?
I'm not. It's just true.
I laugh and grab Sloth's ass discreetly, causing him to yelp softly and look around embarrassed. Nobody's with us in the aquarium currently, so he relaxes. I'll show you how dolphin-like I can be, tonight.
I'm looking forward to it. I've honestly never thought about sex as much in my entire life as these past 2 days.
I'm more than happy to help you think of it more, so don't worry.
They're turning him into a slut.
Sloth leans over and kisses me, and then looks around to see if anyone saw. He's so nervous about his newfound affection. It's so cute. Come on, let's go take a look at the coral reefs.
He's just nervous about his stock portfolio, or crypto portfolio.
Okay.
We walk over to the coral reef displays. There's a ton of diversely colored coral, swordfish, and tiny neon fish darting in and out of the rocky organisms.
It's beautiful.
It is.
Coral looks pretty sharp and hard. I wonder if fish cut themselves on it.
What? Okay. Like intentionally?
Scales
Probably not.
protect them from it.
True. Scales are tougher than skin.
We stand there silently watching the fish swim in and out of the massive coral display. After a few minutes, Sloth glances around and silently holds my hand. It's a sweet gesture, affirming that he's rapidly getting over his self-conscious behaviors. I smile and give his hand a squeeze. It's really relaxing. I could just zone out watching them.
Me too. Fish are supposed to be good for your blood pressure. Or so I've heard.
Huh, I've never heard that. But that's interesting.
I don't actually remember where I heard it, so don't quote me.
I can't imagine that coming up often in conversations.
True. Wanna go look at the sharks?
Sure. We walk over to the enormous shark exhibit, still holding hands. Sloth seems so happy, and if I'm honest with myself, I'm really happy as well. Regardless of Lucifer's test and time limits and other deadly sins, I'm able to forget all of that when I'm with Sloth.
Yeah, well, I mean, give it 2 days, we'll be effing somebody else.
Dozens of smaller sharks and a couple large ones swim lazily around. An aquarium worker is inside their exhibit cleaning it before the aquarium gets too many visitors.
Sharks are so cool. Let's see. This information card says they stopped evolving millions of years ago because they're already the perfect predator.
Really? That's interesting. I wonder if anything preys on sharks.
I mean, that doesn't seem right. What do you mean they stopped evolving? What? Where did you read that? What? That doesn't seem... You can't just stop evolving. What?
Here comes a hammerhead.
You can hammer my head.
Oh.
That pun wasn't even good. I give it 1 star out of 5.
You miss every shot you don't take.
Oh, I wonder why the sharks don't attack the aquarium worker, even when they're hungry.
I don't know what crazy-ass aquarium worker is gonna go clean the tank from the inside with all those sharks in there. You can't be getting paid $15 an hour to do that.
I don't know. Maybe they're smart enough to know the worker is the one that feeds them?
Maybe. Sharks don't look particularly intelligent.
Or maybe they're just more docile than wild sharks. Who knows? We watch the sharks swimming around the aquarium worker cleaning their exhibit, who waves to us. Sloth and I wave back. It's an interesting exhibit, surrounded by illuminated displays that inform visitors about shark facts. What should we go see next?
Would he like the petting station?
We head over to the
Neutral.
Manta Ray petting station, which is a giant rock pool surrounded by seats. A few people are sitting there, watching the manta rays swim around, and a few people pet them as they swim by. A dewdrop employee stands by, making sure no guests do anything out of the ordinary.
Don't stingrays have a poisonous sting?
I think so, but I think captive ones have their stingers removed. Not really sure. Let's ask.
Hi, have any questions?
God. He just looks so big compared to Dimitri. I mean, everyone does, but look at him compared to this. It's like they're different race. It's like he's a halfling. Dimitri's a halfling.
Yeah,
or a
we had a
dwarf or
couple.
something.
Do the stingrays actually have stingers still? Or do they get removed when they're in captivity?
They do have their stingers removed, but you should still not touch their tails. They don't like it, and they may become angry and start splashing around.
How do they like to be pet?
They only like to be pet gently, and with 1 or 2 fingers. Anything more can startle them and make them believe a predator is attacking them.
There's many things that get startled by more than 2 fingers.
No. Not in front of the aquarium worker. He's just standing there with glazed over eyes like, oh great, another 2 gays are here just flaunting their homosexuality in front of me. Oh, he doesn't get paid enough for this. Not to deal with this.
Ow!
Oh, did he pinch us?
Sloth elbows me in my stomach, embarrassed over my joke. I croak out a laugh despite it. The attendant smirks, but tries to hide his amusement by
Ew.
clearing his throat and giving me a disapproving glare.
He knew. He's like, I know exactly what's going on here. His asshole's a bit tight, huh? It's like, oh. I don't feel comfortable involving these people in our foreplay and whatnot. Oh dear.
Feel free to pet them at your leisure. If you have any other questions, let me know. I'll be here.
Maybe he just wants to get in on the 3-way.
Sounds good. Thanks for the help.
Once the attendant is out of earshot and visibility, Sloth slaps my ass before looking around to see if anyone noticed.
It's right on the ass.
Kosuke, you're so perverted. You shouldn't make sex jokes to people we just met.
Then why are you spanking me in public?
I'm sorry, Dimitri. I couldn't help it. The opportunity was right there.
It's fine, but you made me get turned on. Remembering yesterday, so you'll you'll have to help me take care of that later.
Alright, just get an erection right here in front of the stingrays. Maybe try petting them with it. That's like one finger.
I give Sloth a hug and chuckle at how flustered he is. I'll definitely help you out with that.
Okay, let's pet some stingrays.
We walk up to the shallow pool and sit on the edge of it. There's a few dozen stingrays inside. Many of them are gliding slowly along, not close enough to the edge to pet. After a few minutes, a few stingrays swim close enough to the edge to be touched. Sloth focuses as the stingray glides close and reaches out to pet it. The stingray floats out of reach, oblivious to having been touched.
It feels smooth. I thought they'd be slimy feeling or something.
Well, that's a relief then. Slimy would be unpleasant. I reach out my hand to a passing stingray and pet it. It flaps suddenly, causing small splashes. It suddenly increases its speed and vigorously swims away.
It can feel his libido.
I guess it didn't like you.
It's missing out. All I wanted to give it was a pet. It rejected my pets.
Don't be upset. You just have to touch them very softly. Watch.
Another group of stingrays swims close, and Sloth gently strokes their backs as they pass. None of them become startled or swim away.
See?
You're just lucky to pet the non-temperamental ones.
Aw, don't be jealous of my affinity for sea creatures.
I'm not jealous. It's cute that you like animals and are liked by them. Do you have any pets at your home?
No pets currently. I imagine I'd get along with a cat, since cats get tired easily like I do.
True. They're pretty self-sufficient. Sloth stands up and shakes water off his hands. There's hand sanitizing stations all around the stingray pool, so we wash our hands before heading back towards the main exhibit.
Y'all have a great day now.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I can't quite read your mat. It starts with an M. It ends with an N? Or did it start with an A? I don't know. It's unreadable. But, I'm sorry, sir. But I have to go, pound my boyfriend now.
Thanks a bunch. Come on, Dimitri. We have more to see.
I'm following you.
We walk back to the main aquarium exhibits. A large school of fish and a large community exhibit swims by, light shining off their scales. Large sea turtles and a giant manta ray float by. Around this time, more aquarium visitors are trickling in. Sloth seems uneasy as more and more guests crowd into the main exhibit. I decide it's about time to get going. Hey, Dimitri, are you getting tired yet?
I am a bit tired. I woke up earlier than normal for me.
Here, get on my back. I'll carry you back to your room. I'm not in the mood to battle crowds. Sloth looks simultaneously relieved and shy. I crouch down and motion for him to hop on. Without a word, he does, and I hook my arms under his legs to support him. Sloth loops his arms over my shoulders, and I set off towards the aquarium exit. So, what was your favorite part of the aquarium?
I think my favorite part was seeing it with you.
I flush at Sloth's sincere tone. It takes a lot to make me blush, but Sloth succeeds, and he doesn't even mean to. Aw, that's sweet. I love spending time with you here as well. I'm glad we got to see most things with few other customers there. It felt special.
It didn't feel special. It was special.
Sloth kisses my neck as I carry him. It's such a small thing, but it sends my dick into a frenzy. I'm now carrying him with a rock-hard erection. Probably looks weird to anyone we're passing.
Oh, God. No, not other people noticing how aroused we both are. No. You see, our groins are just being sent into frenzies far too easily and far too noticeably in front of other people.
I carry him past the remaining aquarium exhibits, full of eels, exotic fish, and even a miniature octopus exhibit. Eventually we arrive at the exit, which is also a gift shop for the aquarium. Sloth slides down off my back when he sees a display of sea creature stuffed animals.
I'm going to buy us a memento. Hang on a second.
Sloth walks up to the display and chooses a small plush dolphin. After paying for it, Sloth rejoins me. He climbs back onto my back and rests the stuffed dolphin on my head.
I bought you a mini Squee the Dolphin, so you'll have something special to remember the beginning of our dates.
It's adorable. Thank you.
Now onward, noble steed. We have things to do.
Off we go. We arrive back at Sloth's suite. Despite my assurances about not getting tired, I'm exhausted from carrying Sloth. I need to get into shape, or something.
Alright guys, but that is where I'm going to end this episode for today. But thank you all for watching. I'm loving this game. I know you're all loving it too. And allow me to thank all my extra generous patrons that are supporting me at the Aiden tier or above. And their names are Felix, Blue Lagoon, Jesse Olson, and NQS. So thank you guys, and also thank you to all of my patrons for making it possible for me to play all these games for you guys. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.